Good morning. Welcome to Max Sinoway's 2013 Opening Day Ceremonies. I'm Bob Powers. It is a privilege for me to be here with you today and to participate with you in our official opening of our season. This is our 62nd season of providing baseball to our youth in North Haven. We are affiliated with Little League and Babe Ruth, two of the most prestigious youth baseball programs in the world. We support children from the ages of 4 to 18. We have over 500 kids participating in our program with 6 divisions and over 50 teams. As you can see before us today, we are a vibrant league in a vibrant baseball town. Max Sinoway is made up of 100% volunteers, and our sole mission is to provide the best environment and the best program for all of our kids in town that want to play baseball. We care about all of you kids, and we are committed to treating all of you the same, regardless of your abilities. Our real hope is to create childhood memories for all of you. We hope that when you are adults, you will look back at these days that you played Little League with fond memories with all of your friends here at Max Sinoway. I would like to officially begin our ceremonies, as we always do, by asking everyone to join me in observing a moment of silence for all of our military troops who serve us and for those that have given their lives protecting our freedom. This year, I would also like to ask you to join me in observing a second moment of silence. This past 4 to 5 months in particular, our nation and our region have been affected by a major tragedy and a terrorist attack. In December of last year, 26 people lost their lives as a result of the Sandy Hook Elementary School tragedy in Newtown, Connecticut. 20 of those 26 that lost their lives were children, many of whom were Little Leaguers. On April 15th of this year, less than 2 weeks ago, we were once again affected as a nation by the Boston Marathon bombings, where 3 people lost their lives and over 250 people were injured in a terrorist attack. Please join me in a moment of silence to honor and pay tribute to the victims and their families and to those that responded heroically to these tragic events. Thank you. Once again, as we did last year, we have a special treat for you for the singing of our national anthem. Backed by popular demand this year, with us today is our very own Samantha Dorsey. Samantha is a 6th grade middle school student. She began her singing career 4 years ago in a talent show at her school, and she has been entertaining us ever since. Samantha has sung the national anthem at the Connecticut Sun's WNBA game and continues to sing the national anthem at the New Britain Rockcats games. In fact, her next performance for them is on Saturday, May 11th. Samantha is also a student at the nationally renowned Gloria Jean's Studio of Dance here in North Haven. She is a future problem solver and recently performed in Oliver at the middle school play. Samantha has also had her poetry published for the first time at the age of 8 years old. And last but not least, Samantha is one of around 10 finalists to be selected to compete in Voices of Hope. Voices of Hope is an organization who provides food and shelter to those in need. I would like to welcome Samantha and ask you to rise for the singing of our national anthem.
So proudly Good job, kid.
Thank you.
I told you we had a special treat for you again. Thank you. Thank you, Samantha. Next, I would like to introduce our invited guests today, all of whom are gathered together on the pitcher's mound, quietly giving Mike Freda tips on how he should prepare himself to throw a strike when he throws out the first pitch a little later. Every year, Mike is under pressure to throw a strike on the first pitch. It seems that the interest in debating and guessing whether Mike will throw a strike grows each year, and thus so does the pressure on Mike to perform. In fact, Tim Dehaney, our second selectman, who was unable to be here today, came up to me here on the field on Tuesday night and told me to make sure I told you, Mike, that you needed to throw a strike this year. I did point out to Tim that, in fact, you did throw a strike last year. However, Tim quickly countered by reminding me that 2 years ago that you did not throw a strike, Mike. So no pressure, Mike, but we think you need to throw a strike this year. With us today, I'd like to introduce and recognize the great support that we get from the town on a daily and yearly basis. Today we have with us Phil Diana, Board of Director of Buildings and Grounds. Lynn Sadowski, Director of Public Works. Victor Palmer, Director of Public Works Field Operations. Mary Lou Stamp, Chairman of Park and Rec Commission. Eileen Pettit, Director of Parks and Rec. Mike Freda, our first selectman. Len Fasano, State Senator. Dave Yaccarino, our State Representative. And also our special invited guests and honorees for today, Mr. Arnold Lazaroff, Larry, and Stuart Lazaroff. Welcome, everyone. Opening Day is always a time to celebrate what we have and to thank those that truly support us. This year is no exception. One of the biggest things we have to celebrate and be thankful for is the support that we receive from our town and the facility that they provide us. We are standing here this morning and celebrating Opening Day in a truly showcase facility. It can be easy for us to take this complex and facility for granted because the support we receive from the town has been so strong for so long. However, we continuously get compliments from other towns, organizations, and visiting parents. They love playing here, and they keep asking to come back. We are always at the top of the list when it comes to hosting all-star tournaments. Everyone knows that Monteluce is the best place to play. The support we get from our town and the pride everyone has in providing that support is evidenced in the attendance of our invited guests today. Every organization that supports us is here celebrating Opening Day with us. Our Selectman's Office, our state representatives, the Board of Education, Parks and Rec, Community Service, and certainly not last but not least, our Public Works Department. This is a great organization to be associated with and to have behind you. However, as we all know, no matter how good your organization is, you're only as good as the players that you put on the field. Fortunately for us, we also have the best players. The field operations crew, to my right, assembled by our Public Works Department, is the real dream team. Okay, I'd like to ask them to join me right here on the field just for a few moments so that we can meet them and thank them for the pride they have in the work that they do for us to not only make this the best facility in the district, but also the safest for our children to play on. I'd like to introduce Mike Landino, Mark Jeanette, Nick Dadio, Len Masella. This is the dream team. Thank you very much for everybody. Special thanks go to Victor Palmer, Lynn Sadowski, and the entire town. We truly appreciate everything that you do for us every day at this facility. This is the best town that I've ever been associated with from a youth support program. Let's have a great round of applause one more time for the field crew. Thank you, guys. Okay. Next up, I'd just like to ask a few of our invited guests to come up, say a few words on our behalf. We'd like to begin with Mike Freda. Mike, come on up.
Thank you very much, Bob. You know, it's a great opening day here today. Bob spent a great deal of time thanking the town. I'd like to thank Max Sinoway, Bob Powers, Craig Mortali, all of the board of directors, all of the people involved with Max Sinoway, the coaches and the umpires. Because in working with this group prior to opening day, every year what we see on the town side is a great deal of passion and pride for baseball, for North Haven, and for the children who play in this wonderful league. I'm proud to be part of the town of North Haven and very proud that Max Sinoway is part of the fabric of North Haven overall. I'd like to say thank you very much for attending today, and to all the players, all the boys and girls who play baseball and softball here in North Haven. This is a wonderful sport. It's a sport where every single player can make a contribution to the overall benefit of the team. Play hard, respect your coaches and umpires, and have a great, successful year. We will be here supporting you every day throughout the season. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike. Len, would you mind coming up and saying a few words?
I had to run up here because that's what Mike did, right? Otherwise, you look bad if you don't run up here. He started that tradition when he first became First Selectman. Unlike him, I need a second to catch my breath, though. First of all, opening day is always exciting. I remember when my kids played baseball in North Haven. And what Bob said earlier is correct. The friendships that you make, and the kids don't even realize the bonds that they're making with the kids that they're playing with year after year. And that will stay. My son's graduating college, and he still has the friends who are very close to him that he played baseball with. And that means so much, because athletics and being part of the team, there's just something very special. And in North Haven, I represent four other towns. And when you go to those baseball games, the turnout is not like as it is here in North Haven. The parents' support, the volunteerism is remarkable. And that's what makes this place so terrific. So I want to thank the league. I want to thank the coaches who give up their time to help the kids, and all the volunteers and everyone in attendance here today, because it's so important for our kids to learn this game and so important for them to be part of a team. You guys make it successful. Congratulations, have a great season, and I'm only going to walk back, I'm not running back.
Thank you, Len. Dave Giacarino, please come on up. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Bob. I wasn't sure if I should walk or run, but thank you for having me here today. I want to start by thanking Bob Powers and the league, and really all the parents, the coaches, and the sponsors. Without you, we couldn't have this. And for the kids, have a fun season. It's a great game. To me, it's the greatest game, but it's just a great game. Work hard, learn the game, be respectful to one another, and just enjoy this season. And thank you all, and have a great season. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up for us is a special part of our program and ceremonies, in which we honor an individual with our Lifetime Service Award. This year, in addition to honoring an individual, we will also be honoring a family. I'd like to invite the Lazaroff family to come up here and join me.
We would have run, but we didn't want to make it that bad, you know?
I'd like to introduce Mr. Arnold Lazaroff, Mr. Larry Lazaroff, Mr. Stuart Lazaroff. They are our special guests and honorees today to receive our Lifetime Service Award for volunteering their service for Max Sinoway and the youth of North Haven. The Lazaroff family, through Larry and Arnold's Jewelers, has been sponsoring Max Sinoway baseball teams for over 30 years. The North Haven Dental Group, through Stewart, has also been sponsoring us for many years. However, their sponsorships do not end with Max Sinoway. They have been providing support to our youth through sponsorships and personal involvement for girls softball, men's softball, bowling, youth basketball, and youth football programs in town. The first scoreboard erected here at Monowese Field was donated by Arnold Jewelers, followed by North Haven Dental Group. Mr. Lazaroff opened Arnold Jewelers 56 years ago. Fortunately for us, in 1982, Mr. Lazaroff moved the business to North Haven. Through Mr. Lazaroff's leadership, the Lazaroff family have become pillars and staples of our community. Thank you, Mr. Lazaroff. Larry previously served on the board of directors for Max Sinoway. He's also been very active in supporting our senior Babe Ruth programs. For many years, Larry also bought the players hot dogs and sodas after every game. In fact, he's still buying ice cream for his Arnold's team today that's here. Larry and Stewart have always come down to the field to support their teams and their families here at Monowese, even long after their own kids have left the league. Larry and the Lazaroff family have always been very passionate about Max Sinoway and all of the activities that have a positive impact on our youth and community. Larry's two boys, in fact, played all of their baseball careers in Max Sinoway and both became umpires also afterwards. Before I present the Lifetime Service Award to the Lazaroff family, Arnold, Larry, and Stewart, I'd like to read it to you and then offer one final note of appreciation and recognition for the Lazaroff family. Mike, if you don't mind joining me for this part of it, I'd appreciate it. Chip. 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 Need a flash. Thank you. This plaque is given to Mr. Arnold Lazaroff, Mr. Larry Lazaroff, Mr. Stuart Lazaroff. The 2013 Max Sinoway Baseball Lifetime Service Award presented to the Lazaroffs and awarded for your dedication to Max Sinoway Baseball and lifetime service to the youth of North Haven. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to chip you. Okay. As a final note of appreciation, in addition to this Lifetime Service Award, with the support of the town, in recognition of the Lazaroff family's support and leadership to the entire town of North Haven, it's a privilege for me to let you know that the town and Max Sinoway have dedicated Field 1 to the Lazaroff family, which is our Showcase Little League field, and have renamed Field 1 Lazaroff Field. Thank you very much. Who wants to go first?
It's a great pleasure to be here, and I really want to thank the board, the current board, executive board, Bob Powers, Chip and Fred and a bunch of the guys that I know personally well. And I really want to thank also and make reference to people who actually got me involved in this program, 20, 25 years ago, maybe even 30 years ago, actually. And that would be people that are here today as well to help me celebrate our family and Max Sinoway, and really celebrate the town of North Haven, because the Lazaro family, like all of your families, we develop partnerships. We're a family, we're a community, and it's very, very important that we participate and act as one and for one cause. My brother and I try to do as much as we can, as most of everybody here does. It's quite an honor to be recognized, to have a field of our own, following in Mary Lou Furs, the shack over there, the concession stand, as well as having the giant field that we're standing on now. So it's very emotional. It's hard to put in words exactly how to express this to everybody here today. I did want to mention that, again, the people that got us involved in this program were leaders in the time and part of that executive board, like Bob Kowaleski, Joe Avini, Vic Florio, Bill Mitchell, Jim Falco, Don Clark, Charlie Flanagan. All these guys and women helped me, developed me, inspired me, motivated me, and our family as well, to take such great care, and not only just Max Sinoway, but in our entire community. And it's just great pride I take to be a resident, to have a business here, and to participate. And with that, I want to thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next up on the agenda, I'd like to invite Al and Danny Canavacciolo to the microphone to read the Parents and Players Pledge. They didn't want to.
Okay. I will teach all children to play fair and do their best. I will positively support all managers, coaches, and players. I will respect the decisions of the umpires. I will praise a good effort despite the outcome of the game.
I trust in God, I love my country, and will respect its laws. I will play fair and strive to win, but win or lose, I will always do my best.
Thank you. Now it's time for what we've all been waiting for, is the first pitch. I'd like to ask Mike to go back on the mound. I want to invite Alex Coraga up here, who's going to catch the first pitch from Mike. It's going to be a strike. You loose, Mike? Okay.
Folks, there's a lot of pressure on me here this morning. And I was telling my friends Len Fasano and Dave Yacarino that at 4 o'clock this afternoon, I'm taking the mound at Waterville Park in Waterbury as the starting pitcher on our opening day for our men's 45 and over baseball league. But I want you to know that there's more pressure here than there will be there at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, everybody want to look out.
Alex, I'm trusting you. I'm behind you, buddy. Alex, make sure you lay out.
Mike, go right in the rubber, Mike.
Watch the court if you have to run quickly to the right.
Thanks, Mike. Mike, that was a good purpose pitch on 0. Mike, that was a good purpose pitch on 0-2, low and away. Great spot. We're coming to the close of our ceremonies. Before we officially close, I would like to take some time and offer some thanks on my behalf as well. I'd like to thank the Fife and Drum and Color Guard and Samantha Dorsey for participating today. Once again, the support that we get year over year is outstanding, and we do really appreciate it. I'd like to thank the Max Sinoway Opening Day Committee for putting this together and all the work that they've done, really led by John Peruzzo and Linda Powers. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank all of the coaches and teams for participating in our league. It is a very vibrant and exciting league. And as you can see, year over year with the attendance we get, that we do create for you great childhood memories, and you will look back fondly on this. So we could not do this without the coaches and the volunteers, and I'd like to thank you very much for all the work that you do. And last but not least, I'd like to thank the parents for their support, because we know that there's a lot of conflicting interests and there's a lot of other things that kids can be doing, and there's a lot of work and effort that goes into this. So to all the parents out there, thank you very much for being active members of Max Sinoway and continue to help us year over year. And we'd like to officially close our ceremony by hearing the words we all love to hear. Go ahead, guys. Yell, play ball. Yell.
Play ball!
Thank you, everyone, for participating. Please stay and enjoy the day.